Supporters of Obamacare say the United States should work toward full universal health care for all. For this to happen, the federal government must receive enough tax revenue from its citizens to keep the system financially solid. At present, there are an estimated 11 to 12 million illegal immigrants in this country, and most of them do not pay income taxes, and none are U.S. citizens. So what happens when any of them want medical care? Should they be covered by a universal system as well? If so, is that fair to tax-paying citizens?
Well, I will start to say that a lot of the immigrants that come to the United States from different countries, they want to try to gain their citizenship in the U.S., and they're not allowed because of where they're from or what they did to get into this country. Also, they should be covered because it shouldn't be, we should not let them be covered just because they came from a different country and just because they're not trying to pay taxes, since they are trying to become a U.S. citizen because they didn't like where they used to live. If we are able to cover them, that might make them want to even more join this country and be able to help out with what we're trying to achieve here in America.
Okay, thank you. Who on this side wants to respond to that? Okay.
If illegal immigrants come into this country and they have children, the children are technically U.S. citizens. So it would not be fair for either the children born here, the American citizens, or the taxpayers to treat the children, because that means the parents have to stay too. Also, what they did to get in here, they should not be allowed to become a citizen if they broke the law to get in here, because they could have applied for a visa or asked to come in here or found a state official. And 16% or more of America is uninsured, and if illegal immigrants are coming and we cover them, that number will rise a great deal, and then the premiums and everything else could go up much more than they already are.
Thank you. All right, who's taking the opposition question? Private health insurance companies, private health care companies who insure most U.S. citizens are in business to make a profit. As a result, they have routinely denied coverage for pre-existing conditions and dropped coverage for customers altogether. Countless Americans have been bankrupted because of the medical expenses. The Affordable Care Act prevents this from happening to all insured Americans, not just those who sign up for Obamacare. Why should we continue with the previous system, which has often been very untrustworthy and very expensive, when a true universal system run by the government could guarantee every citizen the necessary coverage from birth until death?
Private healthcare companies should not be out to make a profit. I think they should be out to help the American citizens. While making a profit is good, it's a free country. And if someone with terminal cancer applies for health care and they are taking more than they're giving, then that's not good business. It's both a free country, you should be able to sign up if you want health care, and you don't have to if you don't. And it's also a free country for the healthcare companies. They should be allowed to deny people or give them coverage. Also, Obamacare is corrupt too, as we saw. The average American citizen loses and the hospitals. However, the lawyers and the healthcare companies are greatly helped by this, and it is them who passed this law, not Congress. And the government can guarantee every citizen coverage. How can they guarantee it unless they provide it themselves? And the only way to do that is to raise taxes dramatically, which is also not good for the American citizen, seeing as it is already at 25%.
Who will respond to that?
Okay, the opposition just said that this is a free country and everybody should be allowed to do what they want when they want to. If a healthcare company denies somebody of their coverage and does not want them on their plan, that's what Obamacare is for, to help someone if they're not able to afford something or they're denied of something. They have this Obamacare to be able to keep them alive or help them pay for something that might be costing their families a lot of money or themselves a lot of money. Also, if somebody applies and they are allowed onto the health care that they apply for, but for some reason they aren't able to afford it and they're over the age of 26, then Obamacare lets you come onto that, so that way you're able to afford it until you have enough to pay for something that you might consider better or something that you think would benefit your family.
All right, thank you very much. All right, and that concludes this debate. Thank you.
Okay.